Hey, Sandra here with First Class RV Adventures, and I just want to say thank you so much for tuning back into our channel. And if this is your first time, thank you for tuning in for the first time. Today we're going to do an unboxing of our Lippert component sink, faucet, and sink covers. So I'm super excited because ours have been driving us nuts, and you're gonna see why. You're gonna see the before and the after in this video after we unbox it. And I'm very, very pumped because it's the little things in the kitchen that sometimes make a huge difference. So thank you so much. Don't forget, you can go ahead and subscribe. That way you keep up not only with our adventures, but also any tips and any renovations that we do as well, such as this one. Come along with us as we do this renovation in our kitchen.
Just visit First Class RV Adventures.
Super excited. Today we are actually going to unbox for you and show you our new Lippert OMG sink and faucet. We are super pumped because the sink and faucet that we have, the faucet is not real stainless steel. So Lewis had cleaned it once with something abrasive, so it's all messed up. So you'll get to see that in the video. And also our sink was white. Very bad idea. And it just does not stay clean. So we're gonna show you this. Let's check it out. Sink cover, half of one, which we never had this, and this. Oh my goodness!
Wow, that thing looks serious.
This is the faucet I wanted. This one comes in the Cyclone, the Heartland Cyclone. So I'm really excited to have this in our RV. Ah!
Oh, she fancy.
And then this is the sink. Unfortunately, it had to be stainless steel colored, but I think once it's in there, it's gonna look really good. It beats the white, big time beats the white. So I'm excited about this. And then this is the other half of the sink cover, because ours has two sides to it. So we have one sink cover side, the other sink cover side, which I don't know where it went. Ah! Okay, so we have this. See how that goes. And then we have this. And then we have my favorite part, this.
So after you get a little bit of access, you're going to want to disconnect your pipes from the drains. Now, it should be pretty easy. You shouldn't need any tools for this. They should be all just hand tightened. But once you unloosen them, you want to make sure that you have a towel underneath, because you are going to have some water in the P-trap. Now, the P-trap is that U-shaped pipe at the bottom there. Alright, and now this water is nasty, stinky. I mean, it's probably the worst smelling gray water that exists on the planet. It is disgusting, and yeah, it's very disgusting. You don't want that to get in your face, okay? And as you can tell here, we have some hairballs coming down with the pipe. So yeah, it's freaking awesome. So after you get rid of that water, you just want to drain it. You can't drain it down the sink because you have no drains. So you want to take it outside and just dump it, get rid of that.
Outside.
I wonder if anybody has drank that water, maybe as a prank. I don't know. Put it in the comments if you've drinking the pee water there, the pee trap water. Anyway, after that, you want to disconnect your hot water and your cold water connections to your faucet. Now, these should be very simply hand tightened as well, so you shouldn't need any tools. After that, you're going to take off these clips to release the sink and the glue. Usually they put a bonding agent in the corner of the sink.
This is a rough job.
You want to crack that. And like I said before, try not to get water in your eyeball because that water is very nasty. So this is me breaking loose those the glue on the corners. Then I'm going to untighten the drain from the sink, which is very easily done as well. You just simply have to loosen the nut here. It's a pretty big nut. Just voila. And then you should be able to push them up and they should be able to pop right out of the sink. No biggie. Lucky for me, these are kind of one size fits all, so I was able to take these and use them in the new sink. It saved me a couple bucks. That was really cool. Now, I personally had a little practice doing this because my dad's a plumber and I used to be his gopher when I was younger, so I have not replaced a whole sink before, but I have done drains for garbage disposals and stuff like that, so I was a little familiar with doing this, so I cheated. Yeah, and I cleaned all the they call that pipe dope or plumber's putty. I cleaned all that off the drains to kind of get it a nice, like it was kind of brand new. And then I disconnected the faucet. Now, my faucet was pretty simple. There's caps above the hot water and the cold water nozzles or handles. And if you just pop those little caps off, there'll be a screw in there and then they'll give you access to it. Then after that, I went around basically breaking the bond of caulking on the corner all the way around. And this is going to take a little while. You want to be very careful, especially if you're not replacing the countertop, because you can crack the countertops. Okay, so I had to go all the way around to cut the caulk with a sharp razor blade. Now this is a carpet knife razor blade. If you do not feel comfortable doing this, don't, because you can easily get cut doing that. But after a little bit of going around and around and around and around and around, finally got the caulk to release the sink, and here we are. Voila! Yay! That sink was pretty done. Then I just went all around and cleaned off all the caulk and just try to make it a new fresh surface for the new caulk that I'm going to be applying for the new sink. Now, thanks to my friends over at Lippert, they supplied us this amazing sink for our kitchen. We are very grateful, and it was a very nice addition to our kitchen because the white sink just wasn't doing it for us. So here I am here. I'm going to break up some of this plumber's putty and I'm going to roll it up to like a snake, just long enough to make it all the way around. You could do it in two pieces. One is probably easier, but you're simply just going to wrap that all the way around, and then you'll put your drain down onto the top of it and you'll tighten it down. Now the more you tighten, the plumber's putty would just kind of release itself, or it'll just it'll expand and you can just clean it up later. pretty simple stuff. Voila. Yeah, this was like playing with Play-Doh here. Yeah, you definitely want to make sure that it's nice and tight. And I had a problem with this side. The gasket on the bottom kept popping out of the
take 2 screwdrivers
of the nut. It kept popping out of the nut, so you have to make sure that's nice and uniform on top of the drain. Then to get it real nice and tight, I just took a pair of pliers and I took 2 screwdrivers and I stuck them inside the drain so the drain doesn't move, and then I just tightened it very slowly. Now you want to make sure you don't tighten it too much because you can literally crack the sink. Right? Voila. Then, you know, I just made it all purty. Voila.
While my dad is texting me.
My dad has jokes.
This fool underestimated me.
He was messaging me, basically telling me I'm taking too long to install the sink. So, I breaks out the caulking. So basically I just went around the whole surface, anywhere that it was going to touch the bottom part, and I just put a bunch of silicone in there. Now you want a waterproofing, crack resistant silicone. You do not want to use a caulk. You want a silicone because silicone is waterproof and it sticks way better than your general caulking. So I had Sandra hold that for me for a little while I bolted underneath. I bolted the sink, the faucet down. The faucet is just phenomenal.
Man, this faucet looks nice.
Gives a nice you know, look.
Jules, look at this new faucet. Is it cool? We got spirals.
So at this point, we're almost done. Now I'm just making everything clean and pretty. I go around, I basically wet the plumber's putty so I could get a real nice clean edge right there. Then I go all the way around and I just caulk the crack between the countertop and the sink. Now, one thing I do is I use my index finger in a rag to actually, I kind of wet my index finger and I'll just run it right along.
So it has been 2 weeks, and needless to say, I am so happy. Thank you, Lippert. Now my sink always looks clean and our faucet works amazing. If you're looking to upgrade your kitchen sink and faucet in your RV, I highly recommend to check out Lippert's website, which I will link below. And just in case you love what we happen to install and it fits in your RV, I will also list those specific links, that way it takes you directly to them. Thanks again, Lippert, and thank you for taking time to watch our video. See you next time.
Yeah. Yeah, first class RV adventures. First class RV adventures. You gotta go one day soon and visit First Class RV Adventures.